I'm Roxy, and in this video I'm gonna talk about how to apply for a student visa for the US. If you're interested in another type of visa, for example the working visa, the business visa or the green card, just check my first episode of this series. I'm gonna leave you the link in the description box, and in the description box of that video you're gonna find all the links you need to access all the information available. And now let's start with this video. Before we start, disclaimer! Keep in mind that I applied for a student visa for the US 2 or 3 years ago, so something might have changed and it might change in the future. And also I applied as an Italian citizen when I was in Italy, so if you're from another country something could be a little bit different. But this video was highly requested, so I'm gonna tell you the steps that I did to obtain my student visa. What's a student visa? So the student visa is like a document that the US government grants you to allow you to come to the US to study something. So you cannot ask for a student visa, come to the US and then find a job, because to work here you need another type of visa, which is the working visa. So if you want to study, ask for a student visa. If you want to work, ask for a working visa. And now the first step to obtain a student visa is to find a school. This is the most important step because the school is gonna guide you to obtain your student visa. So even if you forget all the steps that I'm telling you in this video, don't worry, because the school is gonna guide you through the process. It's in their best interest that you obtain your student visa, so you can go to school and pay for the school. In general, the school is gonna ask you for 5 things. Number 1, to submit their application form with all your information. Number 2, a copy of your passport. 3, a proof of the highest education attended. So they wanna know if you completed high school, if you did some college, university, etc. You have to pay your initial fees, and some of them are refundable, such as the tuition deposit. Some of them are not, for example the shipping, the processing fee, etc. And lastly, you need a bank statement or a letter from your bank that states that you have a certain amount of money. For my school, that amount was $13,000, and you don't have to pay this money to the school, but it's just a proof that you have a certain amount of money to survive in America without working, because as I said before, you cannot work in the US with a student visa. If you don't have a bank account or you don't have this money in your bank account, you can have a sponsor or more than one sponsor. So for example, if your parents are gonna help you, you can send the letter of the bank of their bank account or their bank statement, and they can also have the money in different accounts. They can have 5,000, 5,000 and 5,000 in 3 different bank accounts. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be all in one bank account. The important thing is that this money exists. So if something happens to you, you can use that money. And this amount is not how much your school costs. Usually your school costs way less than that amount. Once you have sent all these things, they're gonna send to your house your I-20, which is a form that says that you were accepted to the American school. The SEVIS, which is another form that you need to ask for your student visa. And usually they also send you an acceptance letter that you can bring with you to the interview to the American embassy or consulate. Once you receive all these things, you have to pay the visa fees in your country. In Italy they are around $140, but in your country it might be a little bit different. And then you have to go online and complete the form DS-160. This form is really long, it's like 10 or 11 pages, and it's gonna ask for all your information, as well as how many times you went to the US in the past, if you went or not, if you asked for another visa before, etc. Once you completed this form, you're gonna upload a passport type picture in the system, and they're gonna give you a code. And then finally you can call the embassy or the consulate closer to your city in your country, and you can make an appointment for an interview. When you call, keep all the documents with you, because they're gonna ask for the code of the DS-160, they're gonna ask for the SEVIS. They're gonna ask for your passport number, all your information, etc. Once you schedule your appointment, the day of the interview, you have to bring with you your passport, the receipt that you pay the visa fees, the SEVIS, the I-20, the DS-160, a copy of your bank statement because they will also want to check that you have that money that the school estimated you will need, more passport pictures, and in Italy they also ask for proof of reasons that you will go back to your country. For example, they want proof that you have relatives, that you have families there, if you have any houses or apartments. For them, that guarantees that you don't want to just go to the US with a student visa and then never study and just live illegally here. Also, little tip, the day of the interview, dress up and take a little bit more time to do your hair and your makeup and stuff like that, because you have to treat it like a working interview or something like that. If you spend that little extra 5 minutes to get ready, it's gonna show that you really care about this thing, in my opinion. So dress up. And then it's all about them. They can decide if you're approved or not. Even if you have all the documentation, it's up to them. And also, they're gonna decide if your student visa is gonna be a 1-year student visa, a 3 years, a 5 years, etc. But even if you get the 5 years student visa, you have to keep studying for the whole time. Because if you finish your course and you don't apply for a new course, or if you don't go to school, or if you stop studying, your visa is gonna be terminated and then you have to go back to your country. And that's it. If they approve your visa, they're gonna print it on your passport and then they're gonna send it to you, or you can pick up your passport with your visa in it the next day or the next few days or something like that. Now, to answer a few of your questions, when you study here and you complete a course, for example, you complete a master here or university or something, sometimes it happens that somebody can offer you a job, or you can be an intern for a company or something like that. And in that case, with a lawyer, you can do an adjustment of status and switch from student to worker. But I'm not a lawyer, so I cannot talk to you a lot about this. And also, it's something that you can do once you're here if they offer you a job. The school that I chose is the LSI downtown LA. It's an amazing school. The teachers are awesome. It's so much fun. They organize trips to Disneyland, they do parties, beach volley or basketball tournament. It's so much fun. So I'm gonna leave you the link of that in the description box. And the course that I chose costs around $5,000 or $4,000, I don't really remember, but it's something like that. If you choose to go to university or to a college, the cost is gonna be higher, of course. And they have many different courses. They have English courses or the TOEFL preparation course. So you have students of all ages, 16, 17, 18, 20, 30, etc. Some people go to these kind of schools and do the TOEFL test. The TOEFL is a test of your English level, and most universities here in America requires a certain score. And then once they pass the TOEFL, they apply for scholarships to go to university. And many universities here in America have some scholarship reserved for international students. For sure, you can email the universities and find out how to obtain a scholarship, but I think it's easier to do that once you're here, once you're past the test, etc. And that's it. I hope I didn't forget anything. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm gonna try my best to answer all of you guys. And if I see that there are a lot, I'm gonna make another video just answering your questions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below, share it with all of your friends, and see you guys next time. Bye! Hi again, thank you for staying until the very end of this video. Here I'm gonna leave you 2 more videos. Your tweets are right here, and as always, I send many kisses and a virtual hug to all these people. And if you wanna appear right here, just go on Twitter and tweet me using @RoxyRocks, and the O's are zeros, and #RoxyRocksTV. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, I'm gonna leave you the subscribe button right there. You can click it and you're gonna be part of this channel, RoxyRocksTV, which is the happiest channel on earth. And see you guys next time. Bye!